viewers.
Faithful, very
Faithless.
Nerve.
Nerve.
That's
Okay,
pretty
we're
good.
gonna read the description of Nerve before we talk about it.
Okay, Nerve. We went to see this today. We're here making a review.
A high school senior finds herself immersed in an online game of truth or dare, where her every move starts to become manipulated by an anonymous community of watchers. Directed by Henry Joost and Ariel Schulman. You know what? Let's do a non-spoiler part right now, and at the end of the video, we'll spoil it.
I feel like Nerve overall was a really well done, well filmed, cinematically, well acted. Everything about the movie was decent. The thing that jumped out with me is the fact that throughout the whole movie I sat there, I was completely tense. I was like worried. I was like rubbing my face. I was like beat of sweat, wiped that off my forehead. It gets like the stakes get high.
You know, they're well done. They're well done by the time the movie's over. The stakes.
Steaks. I cooked a medium well. They gave me a well done steak, unfortunately. Yeah. It was pretty good though.
You know, it was good. Over the course of it, it had a lot of like whatever movies are good for. You know, like progression and whatever.
Yeah.
And it kept you on the edge of your seat
the whole time.
The entire time.
Like, that's the thing about the movie. There's no, like, resting point.
Yeah.
Like, you can sit back and be like, oh, thank the
Lord. It never
Lord.
stopped. As soon as it started, it just escalated entirely. And that's how, like, movies should be.
And the way that they executed it was phenomenal.
Spoilers now.
Fair warning, if you have not seen the movie Nerve, this will absolutely give away the ending, so proceed with caution. Thank you.
Alright, so more specifically about the cast and the people and characters in the movie. Everything was very generic in that the main character was a normal girl who didn't really put herself out there very much, had a crush on some dude she's never talked to, you know, all that normal stuff. And she has a friend that's ridiculously out there.
The cheerleader. She's the airhead cheerleader.
Yeah, who does everything and is friends with everybody. And then the geek friend that's actually a good friend, but he's like this total nerd and knows everything about the internet.
And he's had like a crush on the main character for years, you know. That's like,
it's like everything's standard.
It's very cliche, stereotypical.
They could have put it together in a fashion that wasn't generic as it was. The end of the movie.
They should have done that differently, because Nerve could have happened again, you know? They could have, like, let it slide again.
Yeah,
They should have fought down, like, tracked down the guy. So when, like, when V is, like, in the auditorium, she should sway the audience to go and find the guy who did all this.
Yeah, because everybody there is going to go watch somebody willingly die. The real elasticity of that situation, without any police coming up, like, they would have figured something out. There's so many people.
Yeah, gunshots. It's like an auditorium full of people.
Yeah, everybody's. It's like everybody's riled up about getting this girl killed. It's ridiculous. And the shot. I thought she was dead.
Yeah.
That part of that set me over.
I think if they made her dead, it would have ended a lot differently.
Yeah, if they made her dead, like, everybody probably would have stopped playing Nerve.
Well, they stopped playing Nerve anyway.
They thought she was dead, and they were the ones that put it upon them. I feel like it's the whole thing. Like, the thing about the internet is that you can do whatever you want behind a barrier.
Yeah, they did.
They had a good message behind the film. Another thing. This is all assuming you've watched the movie, so this might be really confusing if you haven't. The dude...
Ian?
Yeah, Ian. They went up, him and Ty, I think was his name, and Robbie, the dude named Robbie, who died. Yeah. He went on top of the Seattle.
Like
it was something ridiculously high, and they were supposed to hang from it for like 5 seconds. And Ty and Ian bailed, and Robbie decided to do it, and he fell and died. And the fact that the police just waved it off as an accident was a little unrealistic.
And how did the police not end up becoming a viewer themselves?
Right.
And end up, like, seeing how horrible... Because if they're not daring them to do crimes, they're at least somehow economically doing something wrong.
Yeah, I mean...
Because you can't just get, like, $25,000 wired to your account.
Because there's a lot of loopholes in there that are unrealistic to what would happen. The fact that everything is so well structured. Like, you know how she told the police officer about the game, and snitches get stitches, right? And she was beat up and put inside a trailer that's with a TV saying something about how everything was taken away from her and the game is now like controlling her life because financially they're broke.
The game doesn't exist, so how does it do anything? Because there's no home base for the game.
How do you take money out of her account?
Yeah, how did that guy, whoever runs it, know to do all that? Like, he probably could do it, considering he set up, like, this crazy game.
Yeah.
But how did he do it? Because he's probably making more money than
anybody else. Like, imagine how much money he's getting from this. He could be stealing everybody's money if he wanted to.
Should have.
He might as well.
The main guy, then, who runs it must be already super rich. He must, like, set this up for fun. This must be, like, some
this must be something
joke to him, you know?
The very end, the final dare, shoot the other player. That was over the top. And
how did they set up that auditorium, too?
Yeah.
Like, how did they get that set up?
How did they get that there, yeah. And all the watchers were so coordinated with, like, the paper bag with the gun. It's like, all over the place. It's hectic.
There must be some sort of, like, society amongst the watchers.
Right, that, like, plan this out for a long time. Despite all this...
It was a good movie.
It was a good movie. I would recommend watching it. Came out yesterday.
Okay, final scores?
I'd give this movie a 7.5.
I gave it a 7. So it was good, but there are some things that could have been different. I mean, we're no judge.
We're no
people
critic.
to judge, you know.
But it did keep me on the edge of my seat the entire time.
Yeah. And then that Casey Neistat cameo.
The Casey Neistat
that makes up for everything.
No.
And apparently it was a book, too.
Yeah, maybe we'll read the books then.
Okay, goodbye.
Alright, well, yeah, thanks for watching.
A 1, 2, 3, 4, pizza dog, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, go.
Oh, wait, Porkies. We have more ideas coming down the pipeline.
I showed him the... Yeah.
What? Show him what?
Oh, a little precursor to the next video. He now knows the questions, what we're gonna do. You know?
What questions?
I showed you the questions.
Oh, those things. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see you in the next Pork Taco Network. Porkies. Bye.
It's really hot out here.
Good job filling in.
Yeah, so how was your day? Oh, you see this bracelet? It's a charging cable.